Okay. Stream up. Okay.
So we picking more on these QB?
Good morning, everybody. Fortune ditto. What did I just do?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
So who's your final QM?
Some random hero I need to give one game and then be done with.
Is there connection?
Yes.
Hey, did you see what happened last time I went on QM? I got the 600 MS special and recorded it.
It literally rolled me back out of Paris level 3, so I couldn't caught it. Did they hold F4? Nope, that's just the connection. Okay. Axe. God bless the bones.
Bless all the people who have not bothered learning how to counterplay the bones at all. that was a truly they don't know moment.
My favorite part is both fortune heads just face down next to each other. Okay, no. It would help if I actually made the lobby before I tried and copied and pasted it, wouldn't it?
Kinda. Still warming up my food because I'm playing. Our stove is like the Three Bears story.
these goofballs at?
Who knows? But I'm gonna go finish warming up food.
Are they gonna make me go to QM? Lame. Okay. Wait, did Ruby not? Okay, no one wants to lobby. I've been relegated to quick match. Truly a terrible fate. Man, just no one's playing SU today. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Really? Okay. What in the world? You've got. It's hard to say. Let's see how abysmal this is. Hey Loathe, how you been?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Failed to join lobby.
Yeah, no one was taking it, so
Oh,
I
okay.
have embraced QM.
I love Quick Match so much. It has all my favorite players in it. Learn my inputs again. I'm currently eating them.
Are they at least tasty?
Not really, no, I'm just hungry.
I'm also playing windowed. That might be where some of my inputs are going. You gonna ready up? You gonna hold me hostage? What are we doing?
I think they might be holding you hostage. No, they're right now they're brainstorming, they're planning.
One? Okay, cool. 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 Really cool.
That's what makes Quick Match so good.
What an amazing learning resource.
I feel bad for the people who don't know about any of the servers and they just play Quick Match.
I've straight up been told by someone they ran into me on QM and it made them quit the game for a couple months.
When I was first starting and I didn't know about any of the servers, I ran into Trivon Quick Match,
Oh, no.
and I think we were on like game 4, and then I hit them once and they just alt F4. they were winning like the whole time. And I hit them once and they just alt F4, and I was like, okay, bro.
One of my favorite QM memories is getting bodied by Lana like 4 games in a row. Them getting accidental fortune taunt input and instantly alt F4ing because their character was about to explode.
Low-key, I get it.
Yeah. I do be like that. Hello, Taterade.
Yo, who's this Tater right now?
Huh. Pattern input.
Oh, I thought it was. And I don't.
Okay. Dunks, your connection?
Oh, okay. Cool.
Maybe it was you and not the other person on QM.
Whack.
It's green now.
Unfortunate.
Oh, cool. My 12.
Okay. Yes, sir.
There's a throw. There's a throw.
You actually had to block the butcher, so my third air throw did not hit.
The Bella thing? Bro, that tier.
Here is such a BB's assist. That's not a super. That's... okay.
Okay.
Ow.
Alright.
I couldn't get any more off that. I did put the super just to see if we could get it, and I couldn't. It would have worked anyway, so I would have wasted the bar. But somehow into... yeah. English hard.
It was more like, why didn't you just DT?
I didn't have meter. What?
Yeah. They should have called Goku B assist.
Still saves.
Oh my god, Dunce, you didn't push block it.
Smile.
I didn't know you could block Dahlia's hit grab without push blocking.
That's not an dash.
If it was, I would have hit you. That was triggered. I'm livid. Over it. Living life on my edge. What is this combo?
I don't know. My brain said you can interrupt it like 30 frames late.
Okay, Bella tag.
That flick missing was so funny. I don't know why I didn't get combo there.
This game is
Special.
It's something alright. I cannot do the dash dance on this character. What? What? What?
No, my super canceled.
Oh, oops.
Look at that.
Man, that has no invuln.
For one drop.
Oh right, I forgot. It's
So you're getting
axe.
level 3!
I thought it was spiral, not axe. My brain is not working today.
Oh! A no caught. That was no caught twice in a row.
You didn't need it.
That's how today's been going.
Mm-hmm.
5 head round start.
Those two head.
Yeah. What? Oh no, it was meaty enough. Sad. Wow.
Know what you are?
Right, that doesn't do anything.
Oh, I couldn't grab that.
I gotta kill them both. Yeah. That's not. I think I'm a sniper. Oh, there we go. Ah!
I couldn't move. How did I move up to snipe?
I didn't realize Dunce was running a skeleton assist too.
Oh, Dahlia, if you ever would just tuck up your toesies when you jump. Why?
Because it's more damage than Parasol can do.
There's no way you needed help with damage there. You did only level 3.
It's so depressing that any hit Parasol gets, the answer is if you don't spend OTG, just tag to Eliza and do sweep confirm.
Yeah.
I remember labbing like the stupidest, sweatiest stuff, and then Juice was just like, wait, is this really more damage than just tagging to Eliza first string? Like, I hope not, and yeah, this is the world we live in. These are the hands we're given. Fair. He's too big.
The toes.
You did it to me?
Oh yeah.
Honestly, my only issue there was I wasn't actually in range for the 2MK like I thought it was. You whiff punish instead of side up punish me. Okay.
Now. Chicken block your assist.
Can't be both. It's against the rolls. Oh, did you get the bar? No.
But right, I don't have damage. Or damage OTG. Yes.
How did you say damage? You saying damage actually like brain stopped me. I was like, what? Like Bella's on screen. Oh, I don't have damage.
It's true. She's a low damage character.
Alright. Let's see if I can get one now that I'm done eating.
Assist. Stop approaching like that.
Cool would have hit.
Yep.
Ukwe and Gears are just kind of shooting, honestly.
They are. Fair.
How much of that?
My PPGC level 3, I was so right, they were both dead. Ah.
Nice. Can you get
Okay,
both?
now you can pillar level.
Huh? How did I get a swing?
God decreed it.
That was rude. Why did you do that to my horse? What did he deserve?
That's awkward. That's really awkward.
Uh-oh.
Why did it hit only one? Is the question.
Banana hurt boxes.
Yeah, Bella, everything going in her favor always. Smile.
I got a button? Okay.
Wait, I caught that. Oh my god. My brain.
It's pretty fast. I low-key did the same.
Couldn't jab. That was jab. Anti-air.
Yeah.
The stream I'm watching is delayed, so I just hear Dunce like cry out in surprise.
Tear?
And then 10 seconds.
What's the tear? Why did I get a fireball? What?
I did that wrong. Oh god.
That was hard tag, by the way. It just gave me counter hit for pressing hard tag.
Ooh, that's not a dash.
What? That still hit me.
Yeah. Oh, my toes. No. Munch. Assist. Whoa! My sweep just got completely ate. I knew it was gonna be throw too.
It's crosser throw. It's very funny.
Yeah, with however Axe body blocked that, it delayed.
Yeah, that was weird.
How sweep was supposed to. Yeah. Tear.
Here?
No!
Okay. It's really good. It's really good. We swear it's good. Had a block tier. I just had to get hit by tier there. It's really good. We swear it. The drill is really good for what you need it for.
Yeah, you just gotta aim.
Hi, Kirsten.
Okay. I think the death freeze frame ate my dash input.
I believe it.
That would be an issue.
I got land cancel back.
Come on, game. I couldn't. Oh, no super. You this time.
Wouldn't it be so cool if recall over options?
Yeah, this is like really cool.
I don't know why I didn't think that was gonna kill.
Oh, no caught. Bad days. You didn't think what was gonna kill?
Well, the combo you were doing on the Terra, for some reason I didn't think it was gonna kill, and that you were gonna reset, and then I just kept going.
How would I stop my combo if it can kill?
Because
These are questions that Sheep players should ask themselves.
It's true, it's true.
Alright.
Maybe resetting's just fine.
These are lies that shitty players tell themselves.
Wait, I need to get this window. There we go.
The eating OS. Right, I literally won one after I said I was done eating. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Now I'm sad because there's no more shrimp fried rice.
No. Alright, we got that. We got that. And we have... Okay, one meal here. We have jerboa and fajita.
On lobby, on dunce. No, not watch game. Steam.
You're not you when you're hungry. How old is that campaign now? Oh my god.
Which one?
You're not old when you're hungry. Or you're not.
You can do it, Dunce. I believe in you.
Dropping the inputs IRL.
The brain to mouth inputs were not happening.
That's just how today's been going, man. You're not you when you're hungry.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been going.
I mean, it's done, isn't it? Or is it? It's not still going, is it?
I don't think so. I remember seeing it a lot when I was a kid.
$2010.
So yeah, I was like 1.
What?
No.
I
I think I was probably like 7, I think.
That doesn't make it much better. Taterade is suffering
no.
mental damage.
Yeah, because you guys were probably in your early 30s, right?
Smile.
just staring at a wall.
Okay, the fajita eater description is killing me.
By what?
I am the
Oh,
fajita feeder,
okay, yeah.
the burrito biter, the empanada engulfer, the frijoles faster, the chalupa chomper. Oh, that's really good.
Do not ask them what they're having for dinner. You already know it's Latino in origin.
I keep forgetting Discord is like a social media app. I get jump scared opening up someone's profile and it's like games I like, games I play. I was like, wait, what? This is a thing?
I forgot that they added that.
I've learned too much about people by clicking their profile.
Yeah. I will never understand, like, how are you not taught internet safety? How are you unaware?
By the time they have an internet class in school, because they're allowed to at like middle school, it's too late. Like, that's actually the answer.
Why can't parents just be like, hey, look, world sucks. Do not recommend doing this. For a lot of things. For a ton of things. Don't leave it up to school. Just be a good parent. Simple as.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Most parents just want to sit their kid in front of an iPad.
Alright. Okay. I don't know if there are gamers here, and we have not seen any feedback. Okay. Okay. Any beginner or like early intermediate level players wanting to do open lobby? I'm scared to have Oatmeal do it because I feel like the gap might be a little bit too large. I don't know if y'all have played to know your skill levels, but in my head I feel like it might be a bit genuinely under 200 still. And I know Jerboa is like recently intermediate. They're still learning a lot.
That was kind of cool, but that was a little crazy. I hit my spoon and instead of knocking it out of the bowl, it did a flip and landed back in the bowl.
Intentional. Footsies even.
I don't think it's either for you, Leo. Okay.
I can do Jerboa.
I'll do this one, and I'll run through the kind of like the old crank spiel.
Yeah.
Let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, Philly beat.
What are we looking for that hasn't said they're here?
So I see Willow in chat. I see Lio in chat. The only people I think we don't see are Super Funk, Sewer Rat. And
Funk reacted.
Oh, Funk did? Okay.
Funk reacted, so Ida and Sewer.
Yeah.
And Sewer is here.
Okay. I'm just gonna see what our feel is for neutral.
Oh, wait, yeah, I did just recently play Jerboa.
I was playing that just earlier today. The 5 MP?
That was definitely supposed to be dash.
5 MP was a bit funner, so they did their JLP at the wrong height and distance to actually hit Bella.
Okay. Very passive.
Yep.
Still feels
That was my
like
first note about them.
Yeah. Beat.
You can pick that up without using OTG. This is not safe.
Yeah, you don't have to cancel that. I'm pretty sure you can just react.
Yeah, it's hard, but you kind of learn how to. Alright. How do you fight your way out of the corner? You press a lot. Okay. We are pressing. And yeah, keeping track of sound stun, something you'll get a little bit more used to over time. Get punish. You were just walking yourself back to the corner.
Yeah.
Ah, too far.
You gotta
Have HK?
Okay. Pressing a good bit on defense. Big band route. And a mix. Nice. Oh yeah, keeping track of the corner is hard. You gotta do something there.
I think if you... Yeah, I think
Or
if
tech
you
back.
it probably would work.
I saw the parry attempt. You do what you had to do. Okay. But yeah, so things I'm noticing is I just still feel a bit of like the way I want to describe it is just discomfort. You're still feeling out some of your neutral choices. You're trying to figure out exactly what pace of game you want to run. I do like how you are calling beat extend in neutral. You are doing a good job of waiting until it will be useful. You're not autopiloting and calling it mid-screen, or like full screen, where it won't do anything. But you only feel really comfortable going in once it's behind you. Which isn't necessarily a bad habit, but you should figure out how to play without it as well. Nice, good roll. These drops are painful, though, that I will say. Also, pretty... Oh, nice. Pretty hesitant to push block, which puts you in weird situations. Like this. Mashing?
God's chosen creature.
I'm a little curious if you come from other fighting games, because you play defense like you're a stagger pressure gamer.
Hey, if this is the right gamer, I think in my head I was like, they feel like a Street Fighter. It's like learning how to air dash.
But so like, if you pay attention to how I play defense versus how you play defense, I am push blocking significantly more. And push block enables a lot of this game's defensive options. Like that, I tried to PGC, but I messed up.
I'm not really seeing a lot of ground dashes. I think they could help with like approaching one.
Am I dead? You don't have OTG. Oh. That was well timed. Oh, unfortunate. Nice. Okay. But that is a little bit what I mean by you're still kind of only going in with beat extend behind you. Started to see a little bit less of that, but I'm liking a lot of what I'm seeing. The Felia combos are honestly probably one of the biggest things that's jumping out to me, is just depending on the character, the way you're dropping, sometimes someone can just mash on you and kill you for it.
Yeah, but I think I said this, but I don't know if I said this too, but the Philia combos are like a hours thing.
Yeah.
Because they do work, it's just like all the little adjustments and knowing you want JLP or JLK, when to JHK is like, it's just time with how she drops things.
I cannot get that to go across. Fortunate drop.
You should not. What a trade. I was just not knowing that Bella can will you from that far away.
And we're in. I would ideally like to see you just spend and, yeah, get her out. Agreed. That's just kind of unfortunate, honestly. Spitting. Throw me into the corner. I agree. Yeah, honestly. If I got my mash there, I think both your characters died. So
Well, it was good incoming mix until they called the assist.
yeah.
Yeah.
The assist would have needed to be called a little bit earlier to make that a true block string.
And you could also L brass, and it's safe if they don't PGC.
Yeah. Okay, we got some 2MK footsies.
Wow, good stuff. mix.
Which route are we doing?
Where? Oh, I was caught in tree block for so long. Kill me. Woo! Oh.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunate drop at the end.
Yeah, you had it, but...
You had 3 bar, so I might recommend just keeping it a little bit simpler. But this is the place to practice, so it just kind of lets you get a feel for where some of
You
those
also have to
struggle
practice
points.
the Gregor. You do need
Yeah.
to practice the Gregor meter dump because it's not actually just 5 supers in a row. There's like timing and when to jump and heights and all that.
Yeah, it is genuinely very useful to get all that down. So one of the, I don't know if least helpful, but like the simplest piece of advice I can give you is when you're feeling it, when you've got a little bit more time, invest in the Filia routing. You do genuinely need to lab on a lot of the cast because Filia has so many small differences that you need to get a feel for like what the routes look like when they're going wrong and how to adjust that on specific characters. She is one of the more particular characters when it comes to combos. But beyond that, I highly, highly encourage you to push block more. It overall will be a safer defensive option than trying to catch people pressing on gaps and block strings, because this game is a Magic Series game and a special cancel game and a tag fighter, so they can genuinely just keep true block strings in your face and keep themselves plus infinitely depending on the team, and a lot of teams can do this. This is not unique, and so you need to use push block to make the space so they can't do it, or to threaten push block guard cancel to interrupt their true block string the entire way. And then honestly, kind of just play a little bit more, get a feel for the spacing of your characters, what buttons you like to press where, because the Filia felt hesitant, not necessarily out of like fear, but more so just out of still learning to move, still learning to be comfortable with the character, and that kind of will just come with time. And if you want to go about it a bit more proactively, the way I like to describe it is pick a couple buttons you think are good, pick a couple buttons you really like to press. So for a lot of Filias, that will probably be 2LK, jump medium punch, and jump heavy punch. And just kind of go, I'm going to work to get my... Did I say 2 medium punch? 2 medium kick, sorry. I'm going to work to get myself in the range to press this button. And that in and of itself is a really good like thought process to work towards spacing and movement. So you're focusing on, I want to be here, how do I get here? And then you press the button you just enabled by getting yourself in the proper spacing to do so. That's the way I like to think about it. There's no necessarily wrong way to figure out your neutral. You play more, you'll get more comfortable with the character no matter what. And at the end of the day, that's kind of feels where you're at. But I liked a lot of what I was seeing. Just, I think those couple of things get a look at, and you'll start seeing some significant improvement.
I think the main thing I saw was the movement seemed a little bit stiff, which I think is just, like Dunce mentioned, you're just still getting used to the game and figuring out where you want to be. But I think that's all I really have to say.
Here.
Don't forget to make your temple the peak biceps and pray at it before your sets.
True.
God, people don't know who Biceps is anymore. It's not even that old. Ah. Okay, where's the Somiel gamer?
I don't know, but Suki needs to get out.
Are you taking it?
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry, Suki.
They're the one who hasn't played in 2 months. That's their problem.
True.
They know where the games can be found.
Oh, and I can't remember if this is your first time running or doing this, but by all means, if you have any other questions, either like right now, please feel free to ask, or if you're watching this or thinking about it at a later time, and a question comes up, something we said doesn't make sense, or you watch something happen in the background while I was talking about something else and it got ignored, please ask away. This is a resource for y'all to learn, so if we're leaving y'all confused as opposed to educated, I'm just wasting both of our times at that point. So, yeah.
Don't worry, just leave them in my office. They'll come out with an Eliza, with their affiliating band.
So, by all means, any questions, feel free to ask. Alright, oatmeal, what do we got? No.
Passive.
Why were we tossing the chair full screen?
I think they might have been doing launcher. I can't tell.
Was that one?
They were doing something to hit
They're
the
trying to
assist.
interact with the assist.
What do we press?
That's way too committal to hit the assist with. Especially because your arm can't hit the double protecting it behind it.
Yeah, if anything there, just sweep or like up back jabs.
Honestly, I'd probably just 2LB. Light counter hit. And a drop. Start thinking about getting better punishes. Especially like those and burst baits are these situations where it's like very the most unacceptable to kind of like not be ready. If you're not ready to get a heavy counter hit route off of just a stray random heavy punch sort of deal, that's understandable. But like punishing SSJ, that's got to be one of the like first things that click in your head. Oh, they should die here.
Oh, low. Okay. I get my super because of the inputs crossed. Stop that. Come here.
Oh.
Come here. You know what? You're not matching.
It's true. It's true.
You're still not matching. Stop that.
Armor.
Oh, my button came up. Stop that! Especially. Nope!
That's crazy though, still active. But yeah, so, Bayo player. I understand that's the most, like, not convincing, the most appealing time in terms of reward to raw tag. Keep in mind it also gives them an extra, like, 15 frames to react to it.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't have to react to it. My assist auto-corrected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so
Which
many
happens
different ways.
all the time.
So many different ways Bayo tag can go wrong. I forget who I was playing earlier, but like Copter was just on screen and the tag just got 8 instantly.
Ooh, almost
For the
picked
best.
Oh, flashbang! Why? What just happened? 300 MS.
Yeah, you're getting caught trying to hit the assist a little bit too much.
Still playing passive, so this is gonna hit you. Nice.
Oh, you can get that. Hop dash jump medium kick.
Yeah. Would have been
Too late.
JMK,
available.
5MK,
Yeah.
share plus assist.
That was nasty. Okay, just poke my DP. That was a lot of resets and not a lot of comboing. Are you gonna let me just hard tag out of this?
I feel like we're jumping a lot, kind of in scrambly situations where we're not sure what's going on.
And
So
you
not
can
mash.
double jump out of that. And that.
Versus
Negative edge.
versus double resets, you kind of just guess left or right and then delay tech. It makes it a lot easier.
I love OSs.
Still no mash. When are you gonna do it?
Mashing's for nerds. This is an honest fighting game. Yeah, one of the better times to mash, I think. I mean, this is things Dunce has told me as well, is to mash on their approach.
If they
I meant
consistently...
the whole game, Ruby, not just there on Pinwheel.
Yeah, but like, if they're consistently running up and pressing something, which a lot of SG players are, do that. The most predictable time to mash is after you've blocked 2 or 3 layers and you both have a second to like stare at each other, and you're like, oh, I'm not holding that again. That's also when the better players tend to just bait it.
Yeah.
So doing it then or in scrambles tends to work a lot better than the like, oh, like we both had a second to breathe situation, and you're just staring at each other. But yeah, when someone is constantly running at you and you know for a fact none of it's like a safe jump, you gotta send it to at least dissuade them from doing it.
Yeah, even if they block, they're like, man, I don't want to get hit by that next time. So they're more likely to block next time as well.
Sounding blanket. Indian's not gonna hit right. Oh! That band will protect me. What was that? No.
We could have
Like your assist! Okay.
I just want the assist. You take
Yeah.
the double.
How do you run offense? You don't. It's unfortunate.
Outplayed. Outplayed. Outplayed.
Bro.
Okay. Kill me? Kill it? Oh, never mind.
I think we weren't sure where we are. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of hard to know where we are at this stage.
Yeah, random stage, kind of. That was entirely too passive. On like pretty much every front.
Yeah.
GG's.
No mashing on defense, no buttons to like control space, control the pace of the game. That's one of the things Bayo can do reasonably well, is when you're in range, threaten to press the big heavies. They're a commitment, so you can't do it always, but not displaying it at all just lets someone run at you.
Yeah, also just like dash jumping at Eliza and pressing JLK. Like she can anti-air you, but otherwise it's really hard for her to contest that.
And they're also usually
same
too
with
afraid.
Flipster.
We also woke up and charged as Painwheel in the corner. I just did a like armor. I did an armor defeating meaty option, expecting you to just like be passive, but instead you charged armor, which is not going to work with Knights of Brass on the line.
Yeah. The brass is coming.
Yeah. Besides
So,
being
like,
passive,
I also just didn't adapt. Like I did a lot of throw resets, just because I didn't have to think. There was no other layer if you never tech the throw.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
I feel like there were enough drops for me to say, like it might be worth revisiting some of the combos, some of the routing, because it was getting a little tough.
Maybe we hit the 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Never ready. I mean, that's gotta learn.
Yeah.
I did the same loop on double on band for the like 3 times in a row. Just Avery just flash step so that your reversal would get your inputs reversed and then ground through you.
Double is mean.
Nobody wants to watch Eliza do 15 air resets, okay? I'm trying to spare us.
It would have been fine. That's how you're supposed to play, Eliza.
Yeah, sometimes you're just on the wrong wavelength for Yomi, but Taterade was trying to prove a point, so they were going for the same thing.
Like, the throw loses to everything except, like, down back.
Yeah, if you have to give them a reason to stop before they stop. And sometimes your opponent is in that part of your brain and they do it to you twice and then they adjust to the other option. And sometimes you'll get cooked, but I'm actually still streaming because you asked to watch me. Okay, so completely got distracted. Sorry. That is a very high level thing, and that's not how most SG players function. I would not worry about SG players showing their like calling out your adaptation ahead of time until they do it. So yeah, if someone's constantly presenting the same option, and this is kind of what HMed was talking about earlier when my advice for mashing the approach, if someone is always running at you and pressing something while doing it, it's a pretty guaranteed bet to just send it. And
yeah, like on Philia, I'll just do a HDP as Philia of all characters. Because people just want to run on the ground and then press a button.
I mean,
like they're gonna run into it.
My Beowulf is one of the fakest things in the world, and I still just take games because people insist on leaving themselves open in their approach and not realizing I'm just fishing for killing.
They see an opportunity to press buttons on the opponent, and then they pretty much always take it.
But it's my
Also, if you
turn.
call your assist to bait me into punishing your assist, you should do it when I can't just kill your assist. Because I'm up 3 characters at that point, and I'm like, I'll just trade a character for a character. If we do it again, you've lost the game.
Or if you're gonna do it, just full send the frame trap. I think you could have beat extend there to save. It just does the hard call out. So it's like if that was the thought process. But yeah, I think in general you didn't do the greatest job of protecting your assists, and you were a little bit too predictable in terms of trying to. You would always take the opportunity to punish Taterade's assist. Not necessarily a bad habit in and of itself, but the predictability of it, especially with some of your characters and the options you chose, will get you killed. So, like, always trying to commit to a heavy to punish the assist gets you sewer grabbed. We saw it a bunch of times. When instead you can go, okay, I'm just going to up forward jump light kick, sort of deal. Like, you have other options, and so kind of experiment those. This is not a punishing the assist is bad. That's a really good mindset to be in. You need to add variety to it, and sometimes omit it to just gain space, or call them out for trying to punish you. So you can play games with that.
And you gotta use again when you're punishing assist launcher.
Yeah, it's a bit more painful with Beowulf, but yeah, launcher is amazing. Jump canceling off of assist. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
But yeah, I just did over 1,000 damage to your assist. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing.
Anytime you get to jump cancel on block in this game is not designed with that necessarily in mind. So, like, hitting someone's assist while they're blocking and jump canceling, peak. If you're playing versus a Headless Fortune, peak. If you're playing versus a Dahlia with her barrel out, you can jump cancel off that. Like, you can get real creative with certain things in your face, and it's really funny.
I didn't know the barrel was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you physically hit the barrel. Can you also jump cancel Lenny?
Yes, you can.
To get out of the explosion? Yeah.
That one's a bit more dangerous, but it is an option.
It's more you jump cancel so you can block the explosion and get line cancel so that they're not hyper close on you.
Yeah, alright. But I think that's the majority of our advice.
That's entirely you being too slow. Yeah, it's just like timing.
It's timing, and then again, sometimes you just didn't have the time for launcher. Like, I think one of the very first ones where you got counter hit out of it, you Tatered was doing it partially as like a tech trap. You got, I think, sliding knockdown and teched, and then the Anubis caught you before you could hit it. And again, that's where the like, maybe I do a forward jump like kick here instead to just bonk the assist. Lenny has a timer.
But no, I would never time my 36 frame man grab. And catch you on sliding knockdown from brass.
Me when they get hit by Sewer Grab for the like 3rd time after Lady of Slaughter and they're full screen. I'm not in danger. Oh, my toes. Round start game 1, yeah. All right, there we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna start in on the sewer grab reaction check immediately.
Severe passive is you? Okay. Yep. Keep an eye out for it. I'll talk you through some points for possibly helping fix it. Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Mandatory. I know not everyone can be wired. If at all possible, highly recommend. Helps the game be a little bit more consistent, helps us give slightly better advice. But
We also don't know why I got flash banged in that like last game.
Loki, I'm just gonna blame Texas infrastructure.
I don't get 300 MS to anyone else. What are you talking about?
That happened to me too. Maybe you're
That was
not
even
wrong.
that was not even 300 MS. I didn't get flash banged. I mean literally flash banged.
Here.
I should have been recording. Also, we are getting rushed down.
Yeah, when the tears in your face, a really good option tends to be just throw. If it works, they get caught. If
There's no way I just watched Adalia lose to Meaty Bomber. You have counter.
counter bad though.
Yeah, I would just send counter there.
If they throw, then they had you. Like, you should. You don't get a choice, but if they're gonna do a meaty like that, counter wins every time. No, we are not having a good time in the corner here.
No.
Alright, does Zillow have these? Not Zillow, wow.
This is Zilla.
This is Lio. Liosif.
It was the Willow's name getting me.
Punish.
You could have punished.
Your light kick at that range will punish. 2 LK. Actually, wait, was there 5?
Corner.
Oh, no!
Oh, we should not have done that at all. We need a launcher. Dude.
I think that was fat finger. Unfortunate.
That was a lot of fat fingering. If it was supposed to be a launcher.
Unfortunate.
Oh, you know what? I can also see if they tried to just shift to 5HK and then just do the snap
Yeah.
off the wall bounce. It was one letter off from their Steam name. My bad.
Okay, so, yeah. Big... We're not doing a lot to control space as Dahlia. Look at how little is being put on screen, and you're not ever going to be like a peacock. But yeah, you're sitting full screen. Here we go. Starting to get a little bit out.
Why am I watching Ophelia try to drill zone?
Ilya outselling Valiant?
More likely than
That was 10 skull seconds of staying on the
Why did we
ground
do
and
that?
then doing drill.
Why didn't we teleport?
Up, doing drill.
Also, did he up forward and press jump heavy kick? I don't know how much I recommend that. That's really sketchy.
It's not recommended. But we stopped doing drill and got in, so
Oh, you don't have IPS.
that's not gonna hit.
Huh?
We are not getting. Why are we not getting Dolly out? Okay, well, nope, no confirm. No confirm. And we died.
Do you need a sweep and power to confirm there?
Kind of, but I would also have just said just do barrel and get all in with sniper.
That sucks.
The call out is crazy. Same side.
I will also say your mashes have been very predictable now. It's kind of part of what I was talking about, where it kind of becomes the, oh, we both have a second to breathe, and I don't want to hold anything anymore. That's
Combo. Caught.
got a dash block. Well,
Ah.
yeah,
More of that.
You want to sit?
Why are we going? Stop going in so hard. Chill out a little bit. There
We
you
really
go.
want to sit in that dead zone and be tossing M and H darts. Mostly M, honestly. Jumping M dart is really good in this matchup. Oh. Good defense. Oh, no punish.
Good.
Good
Got
job
scared.
hitting at the level 3.
Punk, punk, punk. In this situation, I might have recommended just doing forward throw. Because he would keep the corner. Good anti-air. Oh!
Oh, no.
Ran up too far.
Yeah.
Oh, this is game unless we drop and then scramble. It's way too early on the JMP for how far up Philly was.
Just try and
It's on
build bar.
screen.
And you're playing for a super chip out. Or
Thought.
that.
No.
Okay.
Huh?
No, run away, run away, run away.
That was very risky over just doing 3 strings.
Yeah, just get the M Shadow pickup and combo for the rest of the game. What do you mean old race team?
Well, he plays Dahlia now. Wait, there's Dahlia on both teams. Ruby?
No, there's Dolly only on one. Am I crazy?
No, there's only one Dahlia.
Wait. Brain short-circuited. Oh, the reason I hated that statement is because it's not Parasol Point.
Waiting for opponent instead of watching the match.
I'm sure we could have gotten a corner from that, right?
For Dahlia,
Good job.
happy birthday combo from mid screen, yes.
Okay, retreating jump heavy kick, not it. Not in that situation. Up back jump light punch, phenomenal button, phenomenal wall. Really good for Dahlia.
So-
Up back jump heavy punch is a little bit slower, but really good. I also feel like I haven't seen
Here's-
this Dahlia press jump medium punch all that much.
I was
If you're
gonna
scared
say,
of the tier, you can also just do Dahlia's hit grab and in the hit grab state.
Yep.
We're keeping Dahlia in until she dies, repeatedly.
I mean, that's how Race used to play the team. Oh god. Can I get a camera too?
Oh my. I'm not even in the game.
Oh god.
here. It's up.
Yeah.
I can't even close SG. Amazing.
Here we
I
go.
don't think we needed to do this, but I understand wanting to get her out. And then we drop.
Again, with these
At least we-
pillars being really predictable.
At least we didn't call her right after getting her out. We need to confirm some of these hits. Like, that was
Yeah.
3 hits, nothing.
I think we could have 2MK'd that puddle.
It's been a consistent issue for Willow. I also, yeah, I do not like how much Venic you're using BFF as a mashing reversal. It is a really good reactive tool. Not so great for reversal. Okay. So Phoenix, I feel like you are afraid to press, and part of the issue is you've gotten punished for pressing the wrong buttons in the wrong spots, which means you're afraid to press the right buttons in those spots. So I don't know how much I saw your Dahlia use Jump Light Punch, Jump Medium Punch, or Jump Heavy Punch. They're all, Jump Light Punch and Jump Medium Punch especially, are very good space controlling tools that will be significantly faster than Jump Heavy Kick will be. Jump Heavy Kick has a very specific use case. It's very strong in that use case, but usually you're wanting to hold space, buy time, react to what your opponent is doing, and then call an assist accordingly and shoot a shot accordingly to what your opponent is doing. So usually, you really don't want to be using Jump Heavy Kick any closer than mid-screen. Or like half-screen, half-stage, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes you can get away with doing up-back Jump Heavy Kick at that range, but it's risky, depending on if your opponent's like in range to call you out for it or not. I feel like you're over-relying on that and shying away from Dahlia's really strong buttons. So you've got that, but again, like a really strong defensive tool for you is going to be up back Jump Light Punch. It makes a massive wall. It's obnoxiously hard to approach without a good offensive plan. And then I feel like
I
this...
think you mentioned...
You go, you're good.
I think you mentioned it, but I don't think I really saw any jump medium punches from the Dahlia.
Yeah.
Nope.
The button's kind of dumb. So like, you can do it falling or rising or however you want to do it. In a lot of the ranges you were pressing JHK, you could have just done like neutral jump JMP or something.
But so my point, the reason I said it feels like, or no, I should have said it, you're pressing the wrong buttons in the right situations, and it makes you too afraid to press anything, which I feel like is where your why you kind of just let people run at you sometimes. And so trying faster buttons with decent disjoints. So Dahlia has Jump Light Punch, really good retreating air normal. Parasol has Jump Light Punch, Jump Light Kick. Really fast, good rising retreating options. Universally, every character up back air throw is a pretty decent defensive option. Obviously you can get called out and die for it, but there's a reason TJ does it like 80% of the time. I've like genuinely watched the Fox play the game. You will see it a lot. So you've kind of got all of that, and then very rarely saw you check approaches on the ground. And so again, it's not a bit more with Parasol because you've got jab, and like a bit more obvious options to do that. But Dahlia, you have your medium kick, your medium punch. Probably medium punch is the better one. Also, your heavy punch, especially if you've gotten power, can kind of just make a wall. I know Race has whiffed heavy punch in my face, and then I tried to punish him and just went for the empower afterwards and killed me. It's obnoxious. Like, it's actually obnoxious to deal with. So kind of just experimenting with more options. And then the other one being, like we were talking about previously, just straight up full sending a mash on the approach as opposed to mashing once you're already in disadvantage. Because mashing on the approach and mashing in the scramble, it's a lot less present on people's minds than, oh, I've just hit them 3 times and they're on a knockdown, they're probably going to mash here. Because I don't know if you saw, Willow had a really good idea almost every single time of when your Parasol was going to pillar. So kind of keep that in mind. It's not that you necessarily need to mash more or less. You just need to change when you do it.
Yeah.
I, like, to that, the best thing But the best advice I can give you at that point is try and do VOD review, preferably, honestly, with someone else. Have them replay takeover situations where you feel like you can't do anything, and just figure out which buttons do and don't work in certain situations. Because right now, it feels like everything you tried doesn't work, which then leads to I just shouldn't do anything, which is almost never
If fairy
the
exists,
correct.
why offense?
Yeah, if it leads you down the wrong rabbit hole.
Yeah.
As someone who
always
relies
be
heavily on defense, as someone who tends to lean a bit more passive in scrambles, you need to fight back. Because you give people too much space, and the set's done. Or too much respect, and the set is just done. Because offense in this game is stupid. If you allow people to do anything they want, that's when you get hit with the truly, like, unreactable, I can't do anything about this, but the I need to do something about this is I need to mash. Because a lot of the setups where people need to be more careful tend to be a bit more obvious or a bit more limited in the options they can actually threaten. It's like I can left-right you meaty with Parasol. That's a 50-50. I can high-low throw you plus like a 20-20-20-20-20, but it's mashable. So it's like try and keep that sort of stuff in mind. Mashing dissuades certain options, which limits their offense. And so, like, I gave an example for mix, but this is also true on the approach. So I think those are the biggest things for me for you, Lio. And for Willow, hit confirms were a big deal. Sometimes we'd get 2 or 3 hits in a row and none of them would go into combos because it felt like you were kind of just autopiloting your pressure. Not to say it's bad pressure, but you weren't reacting to what was actually happening. You were kind of just going through the motions. And so you were in control of the game. It didn't necessarily lead to you getting hit or killed, but you were still missing advantages you could push further. Beyond that, there was one game where your Philia spent 15 seconds full screen away from Dahlia, not even trying to approach, which was... I don't think that's a winning game plan. You're going to lose in meter, you're going to lose in chip damage. I don't see what the end goal for that is. Maybe you were trying to let your assist regain health and I missed that part, but overall... that segment of gameplay confused me, and I don't really understand what the game plan was there.
Yeah, it felt like we were trying to zone Dahlia.
Philia is not the biggest zoner, unfortunately.
Two-Face. Also, the drill to counter fireballs works a lot better for a character who has to do their fireballs all on the ground.
Yeah. Trying to get her to land on it is a bit of a tricky situation, especially because half of her stuff in the air stalls her air momentum anyway. Beyond that, I liked a lot of what I saw.
I thought it was pretty good.
Alright. You got a sewer rat and a Uberfunk.
It's past my bedtime, so I'll let you guys handle this.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Hey. Yeah, I cannot watch you get assist hit, ALP hit, HP hit, and something else, and none of them led to a second button ever landing.
Yeah,
Bro.
it felt a little bit too like muscle memory ingrained, and so you were kind of just going through the motions as opposed to watching. Also, Taterade, can you get back in the lobby?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't need to make a new one. It just felt like you were going through the motions, and it led to you not being able to react to, oh, this actually got a hit, I need to change it up. And again, the autopilot in and of itself wasn't necessarily bad. It's always dangerous, but they were good autopilot options. It's just past a certain point you need to recognize, oh, things are changing up a little bit. Beyond that, I think there were a couple situations. The only other thing I really noticed were your dash blocks were not great. So, like, you messed up the dash block into BFF, and I think there were a couple times you failed dash blocking into Dahlia jump heavy kick or a projectile. Yeah, it's good pressure, just react to what's actually happening behind the pressure. Alright, how do we... this matchup? Hit the assist, fair enough. Yeah, a little too antsy to cut off the space.
There it is. Alright, hit her with a real mix-up. You got thrown on your own setup. That should have been a throw setup too.
Don't know.
Where doesn't care. This is same difference.
I really like that grab.
Hit grab.
Dash. That was unfortunate you pressed into the assist. Nice.
Level 3. Let it rip. Let it rip. Let it rip. Please. Oh, they would have both been dead. And now she lived.
And yeah. So we've already bursted 2 or 3 times in the first game. Let's keep that in mind. Sura as a knower, can you adjust?
Just going feral in the background because someone decided to be cheap and do a full combo on 2 characters. And one of them was Season Pass DLC.
I like these call-outs to prevent the armor.
Missed the throw.
Oh, press jump medium kick. When they're flying at you like that?
Oh, the slide? Sure.
That's the second time Bella has you've come in guest teching. Guest tech on incoming's a little sketchy. Highly, I would much rather try to see you react. It's hard, but air techs are definitely one of those things, especially when it's incoming. It's one of the only things you should be looking out for. Oh.
Why are we resetting? Flag on the play.
Unnecessary roughness.
Unnecessary resets. Still second game. Oh, the footsies.
Oh, fast
Oh,
forward to get a
unfortunately.
hit.
Yep. Can't do that. I have hit grab assist.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna approach you.
Past 2 games, we've kind of getting bodied by down back plus DP. Let's start trying to implement a throw a little bit more. Yeah, because right now we're just running face first into the assist.
Faded. There's no reason to. Yep. And then hit grab. Super. I'm sorry, assist.
Sewer Rat? Honestly, I would have loved if you did a full combo and just snapped. Full combo and snap, or spend if you want to be greedy at the end.
Thought, because you're gonna go for it.
Because like your
hard
job
call out.
as the trio player is just to keep control of neutral. You cannot let this happen to you.
You're super. This is about to be snap. Yes, sir. And Dizzy drain. The shield's in the way. Don't approach. Don't engage. Tap on the head. Don't confirm.
So while she is dancing behind L Bobble, keep in mind you can still approach on the ground. I know it's a little sketchy, but like especially if you know they're gonna do it, I would stay on the ground rather than sit in the air. Because sitting in the air is just an invitation to L Bobble and you can't interact. I don't think this is...
They don't need to. They don't need to kill here. They just need to get full screen and make you hold all this. Especially with that on the... Cross! It was cross! It was cross!
Like, sometimes you just gotta send it. Don't do an nail incoming. Don't do a nail incoming. What are you threatening? Why are we not threatening strike throw? I know I've talked with you multiple times about the Super Funk. What does that nail incoming... If you're trying to drain on Dizzy... guys, it's 3. Like, if you're trying to drain on Dizzy, that's one thing. If you need to press your advantage, that is not the time to do that.
I mean, we've only been here for an hour. We do have time for 5. In advance. I do want to see them at least adapt like a regular tournament set.
Fair. Yeah, so... 1, press your advantage with the incoming that you get. 2, one corner was a lot
focus on
closer
playing
than
Super
the
Funk.
other. But yeah, whatchamacallit. I would have loved to see you side swap and then have a meaty jump medium punch waiting for them to then play flight cancel / am I gonna land cancel / hold me being pain wheel in your face.
Good call on the up back. Call it high low reset.
Yeah,
No, they have the assist. We have got to stop getting policed by this assist.
Yeah, Super Funk, you have not represented ground throw like once.
Okay, autocorrect viewer. Yep, wait it out. Kick it. Longer cooldown. You have to go in during this cooldown now. Otherwise the kick meant nothing.
Yeah, friendly reminder, you get hit by any ground beam, and hit, not just block, hit. Any ground beam is minus on it. It is still your turn to go in. Air beams, on the other hand, those are crimes.
Got lucky and caught umbrella on the 2 frames, or 3 frames. This is just clean zoning from Sewer, and unfortunately Super Funk's just not getting a chance. And
There you go.
oh, when I say it.
One thing I will say though, I'm curious why Super Funk. It's not happening a ton, but why you're up backing in neutral sometimes when you're like 3/4 screen away.
Superfunk, you have one character. Why did you not finish your B&B and kill this one? And now we let it rip because we're frustrated. Doesn't matter. The goal here is I'm not gonna kill. This is still in like a good snap. We'll turn this around range. Now it's no longer in that range. It'd been a lot funnier if it had hit Robo at least.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Ground throw's not being represented. You're getting hot way too many times by the hit grab DP assist. And it's like, and until you get past those like two things, then Sewer Rat's gonna do what they want to do every game until you just get lucky and catch them, and then you explode their team.
And also for Sewer Rat, I know they're a bit more committal, but with how predictable Super Funk's air approaches are, Reminder, L Danger, and Magnet are both disgusting options. Wait, does Magnet no longer has hit stop on it, does it?
It has hits up. It's just that it doesn't have hits up on DHC. It's supposed to be fixed so that you can't just do ground super and then DHC to hit Magnet and catch them for backing.
So yeah, I'd be very careful resetting Super Funk like this. You got lucky, their Thresher got crossed up, and that's why they got fly.
You have one guess. You have no guess. Super being a little too greedy for me. I don't know if this is touch of death with 3 bars, and doesn't matter. We ground reset our opponent who has a safe DHC. Now it's their turn with us in the corner.
Sewer Rat, this jump light kick button is really sick. I have a feeling that's what PvP. But like as a rising air to air, any jump light kick is gross. Press it more, please press it more. Whoop!
Oh. Now you install?
Yeah, meter usage of this game has been question mark super fun. I'll leave it at that.
That was 5.
Yeah, that was 5. Okay, so overall, Sewer Rat, a lot of good things. Did a decent job controlling the pace of the game pretty consistently. Pretty good DP assist usage. You were eating them alive. But beyond that, it felt like you only got out of the corner when they gave you the space to do so. You weren't forcing the issue. And by that, I mean, they were playing really patient and really passive most of the time. But then they would really telegraph when they were going to fly in and swing with a jump heavy punch or with a jump medium punch, which you would call out with your DP assist. Makes a lot of sense. But there were a couple times I feel like when they're giving you that much space, you're allowed to call Annie and kind of just dash with it. And then you get to play the game of it either at least fights for space for you, and it also puts them in the mind game of, oh, are they going to go with Annie and use it as an escort, or are they using Annie as a bait, and the second I try and drop lower to deal with it, I go over. You can... And if they ever have to block it, you're out, not necessarily scot-free, because you'll be landing a little close to them, but you're in a pretty good spot, and you can threaten to land with jump medium punch, that sort of deal. The same way Cat Pie tends to use Brass. Obviously, Brass has slightly different applications and better defensive properties, but you can still try and use your assist like that. Otherwise, it felt like you kind of just got boxed in the corner when Super Funk was hard committing to that, but they were really hard committing to that. You also do have the Psychopath option of just dash jump, jump light kick. That's a really good rising air to air button that comes out pretty fast. And if they're not expecting the aggression, all of a sudden it's like, oh, this robo's hitting me.
I would have liked to see Magnet into DHC also as an option, because you were building the meter for it and then just letting them keep flying at you.
Yep, Magnet and L Danger are really strong tools. But overall, lots of good things. I don't know if I saw anything that really concerned me for the Biggest thing for me for Annie was just button choice. So again, a little bit more jump light kick I think helps a lot. Especially in matchups where people will try and land on you with buttons. It's a really fast rising air to air that hits really far in front and above her for some reason. It's a little awkward to get used to confirming off of, so I would recommend practicing that. But like, jump light kick's silly. I did like the use of jump medium kick. The other, what was the other? And I know it's a pain wheel, but at the same time we didn't see any ground throw all that much either. And especially versus Super Funk, who likes to do the armor thing, throws a big plus. Especially Annie's throw is still massive. That thing got nerfed, and I know like you're already hurting for damage.
It reaches behind her now. It doesn't do anything.
And like you're hurting for damage because you're Annie, but at the same time, getting the hit and being in control of the game is significantly more important than anything else. That's
you're gonna hurt for damage no matter what. You're versus a solo, so.
Certainly. Yeah, Annie really does just get to jump scare you, and I find it hilarious that is still her nerfed throw hurt box. It got nerfed from top 1 to top 3. Oh no.
The picture of Peacock being screaming from being dragged from top 1 to top 1.
Yeah. So I feel like those are my biggest things for Sewer Rat, unless you had any other thoughts.
Not really. I mean, they played their game plan OT, and that was all in Super Funk to make a difference.
Yeah. The last thing is, I would argue, especially versus a character who has a good air reversal, I would argue I think you reset them a little too much. Especially with as good as your matchup is into that character, I do not think you should be as afraid of, again, doing a full combo and ending with like a beam super if you want to be greedy, sending them full screen and then forcing them to play versus zoning again, or if you want to be a bit safer, and do a full combo and end with snap. I know with Robo that leaves a lot of damage on the table because you're not using your supers, but just snapping them, especially like if you have them in the corner, snap them and then back off, so if they try and tech out of the corner, you're not cornering yourself. Because as solo, you want to have as many options to interact with your opponent as possible. And especially as a Robo character, as a Robo player, you can just say, I got my damage, shoot. You're playing my game. I do not want to get anywhere close to you. Because playing versus solo is a different game, and you have to treat it as such. So try and think about limiting the amount of times they can roll the dice, because that's always going to be in the solo's favor. They've got those odds. They need that one hit, and you get run over. That's what we saw game 2, where it's just like, oh, that solo just murdered my whole team. Play again. Just like that's what solos are built to do. So I think that's the last little tidbit. For Super Funk. And I know we've had this talk before, and I'm like the weird theory crafting child of the SG community. But I think Painwheel can play a bit more grounded. You were getting called out for trying to jump in the air a bit too much with a lot of M-beam and that sort of stuff, and you weren't making a ton of progress, where just dashing up below would have put you in a pretty good spot. It's kind of how I was talking about earlier. Your approaches also tend to be really telegraphed, and oftentimes that's not a problem for Painwheel because your jump medium punch, when you do it well, is no matter how much they know it's coming, they can't do much about it. Robo is an interesting case where she kind of can with Magnet sometimes, as well as if they have a DP assist, it becomes a bit harder. So staying on the ground to then use your air mobility reactively keeps your options open, makes you less telegraphed. Again, it keeps your options open, so again, ground throw is always a threat, so they need to be a little bit more worried about doing down back plus assist. As well as just navigating the zoning. If you always want to get in the air, the Robo knows where to cut you off. I saw a lot of opportunities where I feel like a ground dash would have blown the game wide open. Not necessarily blown the game wide open, but given you a lot more options than you were giving yourself. Because Parallel Ground Dash, it has startup, which is painful, but once it goes, she smooths. And again, I know we've talked about this before, but I would like to encourage you to experiment more. Especially because all you've got as a solo is your character's tools. So even if you can learn the niche applications for them, it's really, really helpful to know exactly what everything can do. Because that is all you have. You don't get to cheat with DHCs, you don't get to cheat with assists. What you got is what you got, and if you can make the most out of that, if you have the knowledge to go, no, I can do this here, you make some people's life really hard. Because again, solo gets a hit, sometimes all they needed was the one hit. Beyond that, the other things I noticed were kind of hand in hand in terms of your willingness to mash. So you got burst baited repeatedly. I saw multiple times you got flight instead of thresher that I knew were supposed to be a thresher. You were mashing like crazy. And the other side to this was, and there's somewhat doomed situations, so I understand trying to get something to work, but just the Hail Mary level 3s, a little bit too much for my liking. And very predictable, which I think is where the too much for my liking is coming from. As opposed to, like I said in the last game, meter management is questionable. If you have the meter to do it, I would send it earlier when they might not expect it, as opposed to, well, I guess I'm here now. Maybe this will work. Especially versus like sending the Robo, or the Painwheel level 3 versus a Robo who you already see helicoptering away is like... Again, I understand you feel the need to force something to happen, but oof, dude. It's not gonna work like that. Because they know, both of y'all know exactly what's gonna happen here. Besides that, I feel like the other final thing is just... I'd like to see you use a couple of Painwheel's other air options a bit more to choke off space. So Robo kind of just flew at you, and then you still felt the need to press jump medium punch or jump heavy punch instead of pressing jump light kick or jump medium kick. That shut down that space a little bit more. But I think that's the most of what I have to say. I feel like those are the biggest things I noticed.
Meter.
Yeah. Spend, kill a bit more. There are arguments for greed.
We're greeting for meter and then like
Not
never using it, so there's no point in greeting in the first place.
Yep. I forgot a little bit. You don't, unfortunately, you don't like get a reward of like rainbow nerds when you finish with rainbow meter. That'd be sick. Imagine if the game just like provided you a sweet. It rewarded greed.
Here's a little treat for not spending your meter.
Finishing the game, but realizing you need slightly more meter, so you go for one unnecessary reset and you start drooling because you Pavlov response to greed. I need my sweet fix. Alright. That's it for us here. A reminder, any questions you have, whether it's something I said didn't make no sense, or we glossed over something that happened in game that you would like have gone much more in depth, please ask either in chat right now, right before we end, or if it comes up later in the week, ping me, preferably with a timestamp. It helps me get context for what your question's actually asking, and I will elaborate, explain, whatever you need, because this is a learning resource, and if we're not helping you learn, I'm kind of just wasting both of our time. So help me help you. Any questions, send them our way. We will not be offended. And that's pretty much it for us. Reminder, so today's Saturday. Sunday, tomorrow, Hunter's Hustle, beginner bracket at 8 p.m. EST. If you're a beginner trying to learn this game, highly recommend joining that. Tuesdays, there's a Danison League hosted in the Mixmaster server if you want a ranked ladder. That's what we got for you. Wednesday, we will host an open bracket, 8 p.m. EST. Skullgirls Get Gr8. Thursday will be a Mixmasters at 8 p.m. through Mixmasters, as well as we will host a VOD review at an undetermined time. It depends on who hosts. So if you want your VODs reviewed by either Ruby, JP, or myself, again, host undetermined, so the time is undetermined as of right now. Please send them through the form, and we'll take a look at them Thursday. That's the SG events for the week. Figure out who to throw y'all to. Have a good night, everybody. Here's the video.
And my spectator.
That's okay.
Oh, nice! Ooh!
Oh, we avoided
Let's go.
it. Nice.
Oh, let me see it.
Hey,
Here's the combo.
Hey.
you finished this. They died.
That's somewhat of a combo,
Nice.
yeah.
Hey, they're dead.
We're missing a few more parts
Not
to it, but hey,
Yeah.
We got Abomination.
It's like we have some bombos, but like our knowledge of the mechanics of the game are not exactly there just yet.